Hey, how's it going, everybody?
We're in a commercial, guys.
Hey, everyone.
You're gonna have to start counting us down
We're in
so
a
we know what
commercial.
the hell's going on.
He's gonna have to start counting us down. It's the only way we can really know for sure.
Yeah. So I have my no subscription on my account, so that I'll know when ad breaks are going, and it's rolling some ads for some of our viewers. So we're just gonna kind of buy for time here. James, you can go now.
All right. Welcome back to Tabletop Misfits. The affordables have been away for quite a while due to just in real life shenanigans and ridiculousness. Players have been in and out of the hospital, doing crazy things with their lives, and we're finally back to returning to the table. As usual, we are glad to be back. We are excited to be back. And tonight will be the ending to the last arc that we've been in so far. Just a heads up to everybody, at that point, we're going to take a 2-week hiatus to kind of regroup, regenerate, make sure that the next arc is prepped and ready to go. But that is the
and
plan for up. What's
James, we can also officially announce then, I didn't tell you because Corey did it on Tavern Talks, that we talked about Plots in Darkenhaven on Tavern Talks a little bit. So we can talk
I
about
am
that.
not aware of everything that's going on. I am going to do my
Surprise!
wonderful thing, which is handing off the baton to the next person. So before we go into the new projects we have coming up, Pam, will you please give a shout out to our sponsors?
Our sponsors, assuming I can remember everybody nowadays. Well, of course, always Gooey Cube, who brought us Ziathe and brought us together. And yeah, we're all very busy with them.
Yes.
Very, very busy.
Very much so.
Chrysalis Creative Endeavors, as Matt just mentioned, Corey, he's been our co-host previously on Tavern Talks, and he's been doing some stuff behind the scenes for us. Fabled Flame, who gives us the awesome dice candles to give away. And let's see, Nat 20, who did our amazing artwork. The Last Game Board. James can really talk about them, and I'll let him do with that. And let's see, anybody else that I'm missing that I don't remember? Could be. Am I good? Is that everybody?
Good. I think you're good.
We're good at the moment. Yes. Last Game Board is a wonderful device that you can place on your table that connects the virtual tabletop with actual pieces. You can place little tokens on the bottom of them in order to move them around on the board itself. They're also connected with like hundreds and hundreds of other board games and card games and other things like that. But we were lucky enough to get sponsorship by them and we'll be testing out that we're using their beta program here hopefully shortly. We haven't heard anything fully back yet. Yep. That's a good way to put that. But yeah, and that'll be kind of part of our show at that point. But we do have other announcements. We have projects coming up. So I'm going to toss that over to Matt and he gets to share about all that stuff.
So man, really, this is Corey's project, but I'll kind of fill you in. So Plots in Darkenhaven is going to be our new main Sunday show. We still will bounce back and forth to the affordables, but that's really going to become our main channel focus. It's going to be so crazy cool, guys. We have a cast of dozens of players who are going to rotate in and out. There'll be some familiar faces who are there most of the time. I know that I'm going to stay on as a main. We're probably going to be seeing less of James and Austin in their current sense because we're going to rotate out GMs, but they'll be coming on as players sometimes, and it's going to be really cool. We've got all new art assets coming in. One of the cool things that you guys are going to love, especially from just how crazy our lives have been lately, is that there will be episodes that are pre-recorded. So we're going to pre-record several batches of those. And so if we ever were to miss an episode or life gets in the way and we can't be there, we're going to have new, fresh content that you guys haven't seen yet that you can enjoy. And I think you guys are really going to like it. It's going to be like a detective agency / problem solver kind of monster of the week. We're going to do short 2 to 3 week arcs of story and have a rotating cast of rogues and characters who come in, but it's going to be really great. And if you guys have seen Brina Luna Lives on our show, she's going to be doing most of the art for us. She's already done a lot of it. My character art is done, and I will maybe share that at some point where you guys can take a look at that with my character, and I know a few of the others have done, but it's going to be really, really exciting. And it's good. You won't believe how much bigger and crazier and better it is from all the lessons that we've learned from doing affordables over the course of a year. We're going to be more consistent. There's going to be more art. There's going to be more guests. There's going to be more shenanigans. It's going to be really, really good. So that's my spiel on that.
Awesome. Yes, and we're also planning. What's that?
You'll get some insider information regarding Darkenhaven since that book hasn't come out yet.
Yes, and about half of the cast of Plots in Darkenhaven were contributing writers or head writers on the show. So there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of lore from Darkenhaven box, which hasn't come out yet, but we have special permission to play with. And there's going to be a lot of really, really cool stuff coming. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's going to be a lot of really, really interesting and neat things happening.
is we're super excited for that, and one of the main reasons we do is we want to not only portray the stories that we're giving, but we also want to show off all these amazing handouts and artwork and all this stuff that we're provided. So we're ramping up our production look, and we're just cranking out a higher quality production.
Yeah, and this is something we've been
Excited for it.
working on for, I'm going to say off and on, for 6 to 8 months. We've been trying to assemble cast and find artists and people who can commit to these kind of schedules that we've got. We've had lots of meetings that you guys don't know about. So even though we haven't been here as consistently, we've been doing stuff for Tabletop Misfits for you guys consistently throughout that. And we're so proud of what we have to offer on this new project that's coming up.
Yeah, completely. I think that is it. Unless there's something else anybody else needs to share.
Speaking of the candles, we haven't done one in quite a while. Are we able to do one tonight?
Yeah.
We haven't, however, I don't have Fable Flames permission on that one, so I don't want to give away one and then her being unable to fulfill.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys in the loop on that.
Yeah, makes sense.
And those candles might switch over to Tavern Talks for a little bit, and vice versa. And wherever we're going to present those, we really want to give her that. If you haven't seen those candles, you definitely need to go check those out. Fabled Flame she's an amazing artist, and she hand paints everything. It's incredible. Most people don't want to burn them because they're so pretty looking. So,
but bear with us over the next few weeks. There's going to be a lot of one shots coming, a little bit of pre-recorded stuff coming out. So just bear with us as we go through some growing pains, but it'll all be worth it in the end. Just keep your ear to the ground on all of our social media, Discord, that kind of stuff. And we'll keep you apprised as best we can.
I guess the best way to put that would be is if you want to stay really in tune with what the Misfits are doing and the projections that we have for the next year or so, go join our Discord. That's the easiest way to get a hold of all of us. You can talk to all the cast. You can get in touch with everyone. You can ask questions. We're looking at giving content out, but the best way to see all that and to understand everything that's happening, it first goes out in the Discord and then it blasts out to social media. So if you don't really like social media, or you get lost in the whole hubbub of social media, come join our Discord, come have fun, hang out with us.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I think we can start.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. So last we left off, the Affordables had just left the bustling port city of Pendrugan and began traveling east towards Dragon's Cross when they were stopped at Ruofsdale after confronted by assassins who tried to remove Enzifer from this world. Tracking down the culprits to the warehouse of Dock 16, they found an operation ran by the Softling Enchanter that they've met many, many episodes ago. A vicious battle erupted, and after almost losing the party, Enzifer took a final slash at the villain, cutting her down. Now the ceiling starting to fall, and Flowstone all around the group. They're in a serious debacle. So, Affordables, what's your plan?
Well, everybody else is dead, James.
Mostly dead, so
We have multiple that are unconscious. I do agree.
We'll lay here
so
with
it's basically just Dell.
It is Dell at the
Dell's
moment.
Dell's strength is not amazing to get people out of here either. But he's going to do the best he can. He's going to take Enzifer out first. Because I don't think there's any way that Dell could grab more than one person at a time, certainly not 3.
Okay.
If I can get 2, I will get anybody who's not Enzifer. He is going last because he is a coward.
I thought he was on his feet though.
He is. Enzifer currently is still.
I punch
up and
Enzifer
moving.
while Enzifer is unconscious.
Is that where we're going? Is this how we're going?
No,
Is this how we're starting
no.
this?
Get the free one in.
Oh, you remember all those plans you had, James? I kill Enzifer. How are you going to deal with that? No.
Well, we'll figure it out.
I'm
Go for
gonna
it,
do my
Zach.
best to get them out of here though. If I can drag both of them, if Enzifer can get one and I can get one, I don't know what his strength is like.
Okay. So just a
But
heads
this
up.
is really bad.
You do notice when you were there, close to where you were at, you could see the table that Softling was sitting at, and there's a giant book that's kind of folded open. You can tell that this is an old book and could be of potential information that you could utilize, but it's up to you
Yeah.
if you want to utilize it.
Yeah, I'll grab it and just stuff it in the bag for now. Because this place is actively collapsing, right?
Yes, actively collapsing.
Yeah, I'll grab it and stuff it in a bag and tell Enzifer, go grab you know what, you grab Enzifer. She's bigger and you're probably stronger. I'll grab that. Yeah. It'll be fine. And I just grab one of Zat's like horns and start dragging him out by his horn.
All right. As you swipe the book, you can feel that the book is very the papers and the binding is very thick and heavy, much different than you're used to just paper. But Enzifer runs over, kind of slides next to Essifer, gets underneath her to pick her up, and slowly starts to carry her out. I need you and Enzifer to roll me dexterity saving throws, though,
Dex
as
saving.
parts of the building are starting to collapse.
You want me to just roll a
19.
d20 for him since he's not actually here?
Nope, I got it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So you do watch as you immediately hear this crumbling as the ceiling just clams down onto the ground right next to you, and you kind of move out of the way. Enzifer, on the other hand, as he pulls up Essifer and starts to carry her, you can hear almost this humming sound as you look over and you can see a glow coming from a box about 10 feet away from Enzifer and Essifer.
Uh-oh.
Did it explode?
Not yet.
Okay. I push Enzifer, grab Essifer, and start pulling.
You pushed Enzifer towards the box?
I'm just like, come on, we gotta go. We gotta get Essifer out of here. Like, I want to rescue Zat, but on the priority list, James, of who I'm trying to help, just keep this in your DM list. Essifer is number one, then Zat, and then like the book, and then a box, and then Enzifer.
He said a box. He didn't
A
specify
box.
which
He didn't even
one.
say what type of box.
any
Individual box.
Just any box.
This is how this works. Okay. So as you were able to, you kind of slide next to Enzifer and Essifer, you help him hoist her up, and you both start pulling quickly away from this box. It continues to hum until all of a sudden you feel a shake in the warehouse as an explosion goes off towards over. See how big this explosion is. It's a 30-foot. That's my blow up explosion.
It's a big explosion.
Boom.
So this is it. So okay. So yeah, so it doesn't technically hit you, but it does give off a massive just shockwave.
Okay.
And we're all deaf.
And you're all deaf. Well, you're
I'm
unconscious.
napping.
Yeah. Okay. So
So am I.
they're all deaf.
They're all deaf. And actually, if you roll me Constitution saving throws, please.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you don't count because you're already deaf.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm not very good at Constitution.
Oh,
Dang.
Did you say saving throws or
That
ability
nat
check?
20 on
saving
Saving.
throws.
Saving throws.
Yeah, 19.
Ooh, yeah, no, you able to shake it off.
Nice.
There's a little bit of ringing in your head, and you can feel the thumping, like almost like a headache, but you kind of shake it off and you continue to pull them out of the warehouse. But
Chat, what is it we tell James? You don't need stats if you always roll high.
Not very
as you
good for us.
finish, as you drag her out, you can hear again this kind of humming starting to coalesce again, but it's more.
I'll
As
run back
multiple boxes are now shaking and starting to hum, and you throw Essifer to the ground. Enzifer is sitting there next to her, and as you dart inward, I need you to roll me one more dexterity saving throw, please.
in. Sure.
Have you ever been cosmic bowling? I feel like that's what this place looks like.
Yeah, pretty much. You're
Glowing
starting
in
to
all the
see just
colors.
glowing.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
rolled a
23
19, James.
Easily, you slip on it, you grab him almost like a child and carry him out. And as you carry him out, you hear the final humming as the explosion goes off, and the entire warehouse pretty much levels. Anybody outside is thrown 50 feet, where you are then kind of placed against another wall, just sitting there gasping for air. The rest of the area is decimated. The whole place is gone. From what anybody could tell, the entire warehouse is no more.
How far away am I?
You are
In the hotel.
You're in the hotel one district away. You would feel the run. Actually, no, give me a perception check, please.
Oh, Christ. Don't mess this up, Eric.
I got this. I'm real good at perception, I promise.
Well,
With an 11,
An 11?
easily. It's as if a tidal wave comes through the city. Just you can see pieces of rubble just kind of level off as this massive shockwave goes across Ruoffsdale.
Was I told where these guys are going or where they would be? By any chance?
I don't think we
weren't
knew where we were
awake.
going. Did we know where we were going?
No.
No,
No.
you didn't.
We saw, we followed.
Correct.
Okay. Well, either way, any sort of crazy nonsense like
Ruckus.
this is
Now,
it's-
mind you, this is
it's
not a large
gonna be
city. This
us.
is not like
Yes, Smith would feel the
Pendrugen.
explosion and go, I know that cause. Like,
He's probably
Yeah,
going, Essifer was lighting fire on shit again, wasn't she?
The
Yeah,
way
lighting
the way
fire
it
on
would
shit
feel
again?
more is it would
Yeah.
feel like an earthquake has just erupted across the city.
yeah,
And
I
you
am
can see
going-
people running out of rooms. Some people were just hitting the ground, like heads over, trying to worry that something, the world is falling, as some people are stating. And
this is the aha moment in Chicken Little.
exactly, right?
Yeah, I'm
Really
I'm
what we're-
grabbing,
The sky is falling.
The sky is falling.
Uh-huh.
I'm grabbing my hammer and I'm just gonna start sprinting towards the explosion, pants or no
Okay.
pants.
Pants or
I
no
don't know if
pants?
I was wearing
Okay.
pants or not.
Have you ever worn pants?
I don't know. I mean,
I got
I'm
my
sure
loincloth
partial
or
to
no
the
loincloth,
cloth
I
that got
think is
caught
what
the
he's
one time
asking.
you jumped through a
He's-
window.
Yeah, I've got my kilt.
Yeah, so he's good. I mean, I don't think he's
Yeah.
ever worn pants.
No.
Like actually,
Yeah,
No,
but
that's too much.
I don't
That's
know
asking
if
too
I
much.
was possibly sleeping without it or not. But if not, then I'm just gonna take off without it.
Luck or no luck.
So
Roll odds
glad I
and
was
roll
unconscious
odds or
for
evens
this.
for it, Eric.
I can roll odds or evens. Am I rolling a d20 or
I don't know. I feel like our chat's got to have some bits to throw at us here to decide whether or not pants
Yeah.
are.
or oh, I can flip a coin. Here we go. Heads.
so we
I
want
guess
to throw
I'm
bits
not-
to see if he's got pants on.
So what?
I-
What's
Two.
What's
I think that
odds?
means they're both hanging
You
out.
didn't.
So no,
you never
no
said.
pants.
You just flipped the coin with no
What-
with
yeah,
no
no,
attached
What I mean,
value.
How
he didn't give us
dare.
anything attached to
Coin,
it, so
he
it's
flipped the
two. That
coin.
means they're both out in the breeze. That's all.
I-
That's the only option.
Yeah.
That's the-
Yeah. No pants. I'm running.
The
No pants and you're
large
running. Okay, got it.
blue
Just a large naked man running through the street.
Yay! There's bits.
Yay! What we
It's
got?
for his
the
bits out
bits
in
for
the
the
breeze.
bits.
That's for his bits. Oh my goodness. Thank
he
you
wearing
very
pants?
much for this.
Is he wearing
Uh,
pants, Mark?
Is he wearing pants? You can you are naming this choice right now. So
Yep.
Marvelous, for your 100 bits, you get to choose is Decimus wearing pants.
This
Or
is
you can
this is
decide
the easiest choice.
not to use your bits to do that, but to instead have me pickpocket Enzifer.
Valid options.
Valid options.
You could have him pickpocket me because apparently I'm a keychain.
It's out for
Bits
Harambe.
out.
There you go.
Bits,
There we go.
bits out.
Pants.
Talking about.
So running down the street as everybody's coming out and yelling and screaming and trying to figure out what's going on, you see a full-blown pantsless Garoon running straight down the street with nothing but a hammer in his hand.
Naked with his hammer.
Thank God I've been.
Should we
beaten
have
unconscious.
Eric roll?
John Henry.
Should we have Decimus roll a d12 just for something unrelated?
Straight roll.
Straight roll it.
Just for something completely not
Which
related.
hammer is in his hand? Oh my goodness, Chad.
Here we go.
Oh!
That's a 12.
Taylor
Donkey right
Swift.
here.
Oh God. All right. Anyway,
All right, let's keep moving.
Yeah, he's moving all right.
I saw the D2 switch and I saw the 2 come out and I was like, all right, well.
I
There you
think he
go.
gets an attack of opportunity on
whistling
anybody that
noise.
runs by him now.
As you
Oh god.
it takes time, of course, to run across town. But as you do, you can see now where what should be a building is nothing but a giant crater.
What he actually sees is Dell furiously digging through the remains to see if any magic items survive the explosion.
Are you? Is that what
Yeah.
you did?
Yeah.
Okay, can you roll me an investigation check?
Dell is very smart and good at looking for stuff.
Yeah. So you see Dell only, as everybody else is laying against
Nope.
a wall, and Dell is frantically rummaging through just dirt.
Yes, but
You can
you
tell
don't have any strength, Matt.
the
Nope.
stone and the wood has legitimately just evaporated with this explosion.
Oh, shit.
All you see is dirt. As you finish
Where did
this
the
moment,
horned midget fall in this whole thing? Because didn't he drop me for?
No, I went back
a
in and grabbed
box?
you.
Oh, okay.
That's why I had to.
he
That's
went
why I
back
had
in, grabbed you, and then headed back
Okay, all right.
again.
No, you were higher on the list than the box. Enzifer was not
Oh.
higher on the list. Than
That's
the
right.
box.
That's correct.
Right.
And
But
But for
solid
some
for
reason,
this,
but
so
because
it's fine.
Enzifer helped Essifer, Enzifer was outside of the box.
Yeah.
Why does my face hurt?
And you can see he's rummaging through things in his pack to see if he has
shit.
anything in order to help return stabilize any of this with
Dell already knows that he doesn't, nor does he know anything about medicine.
and
And
I have a
Esimus
tail?
doesn't have any pockets at all.
Decimus
Yeah.
doesn't have any pockets.
One pocket.
I've got
Correction.
one pocket.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
Ooh.
no,
Singular.
Prison wallet.
Right, it's a
No.
wallet. It's not a pocket.
It's a
That's
wallet.
my fault.
It's not a
no
pocket.
prison purses here.
It's like a prison backpack, but you know,
So I don't find anything. I'm assuming. So
you don't find anything. No.
I guess Decimus. Keg exploded. Blew Enzifer's dick off. We gotta go. Grab somebody and let's run.
How many people are unconscious on the ground?
You have two.
And
Both Essifer and
The Tarns.
Zatarner.
So,
Okay, I'm gonna grab
Actually-
both of them, throw them over my shoulder, and start running.
next
I don't know where
character
we're
name
running
one
to.
well,
syllable.
at least it's over his shoulder.
He's not
Dear
holding
God,
you on the
please don't squat
side.
down.
And then
Thankfully.
yeah. Enzifer also is trying to keep up, but you can see that he's holding his head, and there's a massive gash in like the side of his torso, and he looks beaten to death
I'll be all
almost.
No, please, Enzifer, stay with me. No.
And as you
I
run
didn't
back
realize
to
that we're pretty close here. I had to make some death saves last time. That I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
not successful
Yeah, no,
on.
this
It's
was
bad.
this
I
was
was
a
pretty
bad
close
day.
here.
Yeah.
As you guys arrive back at the tavern, you are able to kind of rest for a moment, regroup, and for the most part, just get a bearing on what happened.
As Zatarn's laying there, I'm standing above him, and when he comes to, I'm like, Zatarn, are you okay? Hey man, should I take you to a doctor or a veterinarian?
Clearly, you're fine. I don't know, whichever one can fix it fastest.
It's like my eyes are like about to pop out. It's just like my face is all exploded, like, just covered in soot.
And you can now see that.
Do we win?
So Del, Zatarn, as you're starting to come to, and Decimus, Esper, you're still trying to kind of get to. You can see now you have a crowd of people like surrounding you, wondering what
The hell the
what had
guys did.
happened.
Because I'm green, isn't it?
The big naked guy.
Yes, Zatarn, we won. Ends
They're
for
off here for
surrender,
the show.
but we won.
Do some flexing, Decimus.
Del will look at the crowd and be like, "What are you all doing here? Either help or get the fuck out of the area. Go, get out of here."
What happened?
I'll start just
Are any of you a vet
prestidigitating
or a
fireworks
doctor?
and stuff.
Oh, you're just gonna start.
Yeah, just get out of here. Out, leave. If you're not a doctor, leave.
Roll me an intimidation check. Add either your charisma or your arcane modifier.
Okay.
Charisma.
In addition to what I roll,
In addition to what you roll.
so that's 14.
With the 14, a majority of the crowd scatters like roaches in all different directions, scared as you start throwing out these what looks like firebolts out just at the crowd, and then they explode like right at their face. The only people you see currently is a handful of individuals, and they said, "What? Who are you people? Like, you come into the town, and all of a sudden these explosions go off."
Yeah, it turns out that you guys are letting fugitives smuggle flowstones into your port, and it exploded and nearly decimated the city because you guys can't do your job to keep the city peaceful.
I mean, we're a small town. I mean, we didn't expect
Who's in
anything
charge
like
here?
this.
Who's in charge here? I mean, honestly,
I
you
mean,
nearly cost my friends our lives.
the mayor's in charge, but I mean, normally he's just a figurehead. It's all driven through
Bad guys.
Darkenhaven.
Well, that could
Somebody's in
affect
charge of the
make
guards
decisions
around
by
here, and
myself.
they need to be fired because they don't know what they're doing.
You can see he's dumbfounded. What do you mean by?
As a matter of fact, your harbor master should probably be like taken to prison because he's allowed illegal goods to be smuggled in.
What? I mean, we're like I said, we're a small village. This isn't a town. This isn't a city. We don't have.
I don't care. Then it should be easier to keep illegal stuff out of here.
And he
Holy
starts to
crap.
get
Just means there's
flustered
more of
and
your population that are
angered.
involved.
We're just a traveling town. We don't have more than a couple guards at a time.
How are you a traveling town?
People literally stop in.
Oh, I thought you meant that the town moves, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that Alphinius told us specifically that can't be in the literature.
Push.
I don't know who Alphinius is, but
That's not canon.
sounds like a person I should probably know a little bit about.
Oh, you might not know Alphinius, but you probably know Alfabio.
Yeah.
I've heard of that. I have heard of that. bard
Everybody
before.
knows Alfabio.
Visits every once in a while, and once a year probably. Plays at the tavern, brings in a giant crowd
No one, look, now's not the time.
covered in pink.
Your
We're getting off
harbor
topic.
master just let half your town explode.
What
guys
harbor
should-
master?
I don't know, whoever runs the shipping, like check stuff. There were logs. People had books. They talked about checks.
Who had books? Who had checks?
The people in this warehouse down there. I don't pay attention to numbers. That kind of detail doesn't matter to me. It's the one where there's a big hole now. Zatar, did either one of you catch the number of that warehouse? I didn't. I got to be honest. I didn't really care or know what we were doing.
I have to report this back to Pendrugan. That's where all of our guard comes from.
I don't think they're
I
going to do
did
anything.
check the book last session, kind of over the shoulder before we started.
Oh yeah, I have a book.
Throwing hands.
I have a book. I'm pretty sure it's probably made of human skin though.
Would you like to roll off for that, or you just
Sure.
want to proceed?
I Dell in his demon obsessed like haze assumes that this is made out of human skin. Do I need to
Okay.
do some sort of roll?
It's pleather. It's vegan. Okay, relax.
It's vegan flesh.
Yeah, it's made of vegans. What do you need me to make?
Give me a straight intelligence check.
Okay,
Mm,
that was
not
very
today.
smart. 5.
It's hard to tell.
It's definitely human skin.
But you can see
I don't
that it's
believe it
bound,
anyway.
right? Yeah, but it's bound in just rope on, and there's no cover page. There's nothing like that. It's just pages that have been folded together, like placed together, and then bound by rope.
Are either of the other two awake yet?
They're coming to, but they're
Because I'm
still
pretty
laying on
convinced
death's door at this
that
point.
Decimus can't read.
I can read.
Nothing
That's-
has proven
But
this.
you don't have
You
any
can
smelling
read?
salts?
I don't have any smelling salts. I have a book.
I don't have any smelling salts either. I got no pockets.
Oh, I know what I'll do. Essifer will know if this is human skin. I'm going to hold it up to Essifer's face and see if the shock of a book made of human skin acts as smelling salts to rouse her.
Esper, roll me a perception check.
17.
With a 17, the page that he kind of unfolds and points at you is a depiction of a creature. It's massive wings. The wings are almost of like sprouting out hands that come across it. And then below it is nothing but just silhouette drawings of people kind of underneath.
Yep, it's a demon, all right.
She's alive!
What the hell? Get that out of my face.
What I found, Essifer! So what's the verdict? Is it made of human skin, Essifer?
Is it?
I don't know.
Is. It
Okay.
is definitely
And that's
made of
not
human
rope.
skin.
Those are probably entrails.
Oh no! It's worse than I thought. I'm gonna
And
throw
you
it
can
to
see
Zatar.
that there are different. Most of this is written in a strange language, but there are pictures and
Strange
Forms.
language.
yes,
To
that you
the
can
person
actually
who
read
can read everything.
because you can read everything. It's right.
Ooh, I can too, James.
You can too.
I have comprehend
I think
language.
I can.
Oh, if you're gonna cast it, yeah. But she, as the rune keeper, she's able to read everything.
What's it say?
Don't read from the book.
It says don't read from the
It
book.
says this book is made
You
of human
must not
skin.
read.
No, so the first portion of it is just it's a poem that gives off the name of Valsirium. The Corpse Eater is who he is in the line of under deities, people who are creatures and people and other beings that have tried to achieve godhood in one way or another, but
So it's a
was
demon
unable to.
genealogy.
correct.
It's a demon genealogy. And remember that guy in that church who made all the bodies attack us? Yeah.
Is
He's
that
in
the
here.
town where we met the guy with the wine glass?
Yes.
I think it
Okay,
was. I think so, yeah.
I'm with you now.
As you continue
The
to put
demons
through
and the mess. Yeah.
You're
first
starting to
episode.
see,
That guy.
right, yeah. As you flip through the book, you're now starting to notice more inscriptions explaining the steps that must be taken in order to achieve the idea of godhood.
Oh,
To
we should do
ascend.
that, right?
Yeah,
One
no, thank you.
is making sure that there's enough followership, there's enough blessing coming to the creature, or sacrifice being given in order for the creature to ascend.
What kind of
the-
sacrifice? What
it does,
creatures in particular?
specifically anything of pure nature. So
Virgin
either pure good,
sacrifices.
pure evil. The
Go
stronger
on,
the being, and
badass.
the stronger the will, the worse or the more they're able to gain those controlling factors. The second is a depiction of 72 symbols, and one being scratched out. The requirement is that one has to be removed unless for one to ascend. So without removing a current god within the Zionthus, you can then replace with another.
We're gonna burn this book, right?
Yeah, might release another demon, but
I mean,
this doesn't need to be in the hands of anybody.
yeah. I can't think of a reason this book needs to exist unless it says how to undo all this stuff.
Nope.
What if we just killed all the people that believed in whoever this thing was?
That might count as sacrifice.
Well, not if they don't want to be killed.
Okay, sacrifice isn't always a willing thing. That's the problem.
What if we just
Now,
make
with
them
the rune,
super not
with the
willing?
rune keeper, you're also given a lot of information on where a device was originally placed in order to potentially remove a god.
Okay,
Um,
that
and it-
probably should be either secured or destroyed.
Oh, so you want to just burn it?
This device here. Can we tear that page out
yeah,
or cut it? Okay, we're gonna cut that one particular page out and let's find
Well, hang on.
Well,
Like,
what?
What if somebody already knows where they are and we need to go find them and to check them to make sure that somebody hasn't gotten them?
that's the page I'm taking out about
Oh,
that
you want to take it?
device. The
Okay.
rest of it though, light it up.
Well, what if there's like a recipe to make a cool magic whistle or something? Should we check or just are we good?
These
Burn
are not
it.
just
Whistle.
magic whistle. Yeah, okay. Freddie the
I've not been
flute.
unconscious long enough.
so finally, of the additional steps it would take is it has to have something, it has to have a core of some sort in order to power the device. And it references the word wild heart.
Oh, that's not good.
Nah, we should not do that. Wild hearts are a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, I don't want to tangle with the elves
Paying
either.
more attention now.
I mean, we could
So after
like.
you've been given what seems to be a recipe to remove a god from its ascension in order to replace it, you then are just going through what looks like names and information on more of who Valsirium is, who he's planning to potentially remove.
Is it Jinx?
It is Malathuk.
Oh, mm.
Who they
Out of the
who he wants
dead.
to remove.
Other one.
I mean, we could give this to my people if you want, but
We should give this to the fire pit.
well, like there might be stuff we could learn though.
Assuming it will burn.
I don't know that we need to learn much of what this is teaching.
Do you know what happens to a book that gets struck by electricity or they get struck by lightning?
Well, it's a if it were a normal book, yeah, I would say. But we don't. Let's try to destroy it by fire.
The correct answer is the same thing that happens to everything else that gets struck by lightning.
it evaporates.
That's an X-Men 2 quote. It's
Yeah. It's fine.
fine.
It's fine.
Should we
really fine.
destroy this though, or should we give it to somebody?
It needs to be destroyed so it doesn't ever fall into the wrong hands.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't know, dude. Like, it has names of people who are trying this. Like, we can check up on them and you know what I mean?
Don't we have enough quests on our plate?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't even have to necessarily deal with it, but I can get it to some people who can deal with it.
Do you know if they have people who can read it?
I mean, I am but a lowly agent, and I can read it, so I'm sure they can probably figure it out.
The final thing you would have noticed, specifically just because you can read everything, is the 3 locations that you have heard of before, Dragon's Cross, Sword Rest, and Shadowdell, are all written in the back of this, as if they were legitimately trying to kind of script out the plan.
Nefarious
next
plans
step?
for sure.
All it took was us bumbling kids to foil their plans. This has sad boy sadness.
Oh man, I'm Scooby, aren't I?
written all over it.
Hey, Scooby's cool.
You have to ask. I
Shady
mean,
or
did you foil their plan? Is the question.
I mean, they're pretty exploded.
Yeah, but I'm fairly sure they were just one prong of the fork.
Also, we have their book with the list of the other stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
Although it does seem like a pretty basic recipe.
You have detect magic. I mean, obviously it's stuff, but it might be worded
Stop.
that it can be tracked.
What I'm saying is I have connections at the Hoax, and they have connections to the library in Darkenhaven, the university. There's people that can I have top men who can research this.
Are we gonna put it in a box and let the emblems
Yeah.
burn off of it then?
Yeah, if we want to pursue that. If not, we can just burn it.
I think we should just burn it.
I think there's option
Take
C.
out a couple of pertinent pages
James,
and burn the rest.
when I hold the book over the fire, do I hear a train whistle? Do I hear a plot train coming to run me over because I'm trying to burn this book?
No,
Okay.
the book does burn. It smells really bad.
All right. Well, I
It
guess
doesn't
that's-
smell like pork, I take
Definitely people.
Yeah.
it. Crispy critters.
Smells like poor people. You know.
Smells like poor people. That's a hot take.
What?
Everybody, that does not reflect the opinions of Table Lot Misfits. You can find James's own social media accounts. At him.
It does not. It does not smell like poor people. No.
Still, it's
What
walking
is
back,
that
bro.
smell?
It's on the
If
internet.
I were to buy a candle, what are the ingredients?
Somebody clip that.
I'm gonna put that in the commercial. Your dungeon
Yeah,
master,
put that in the
James, smells like poor people. Just clip the 8 seconds. Oh no.
You burn the book. It smells like poor people. It's okay though. They deserve
Gwyneth
it.
Paltrow's next candle.
That is not where I went with that. You can find all of Dell's stuff over on his social media.
What?
All right.
Hey,
So
Decimus,
returning-
maybe you should go put your kilt on.
Noticing
Just
now
like-
that you are naked the entire time.
I'm on my knees, tending to Zatarn and Esper, and then I just look over. Decimus is over my shoulder, and I just go, "Ah, shit!" Decimus, go put some pants on.
I'm not moving until that thing's gone.
I'm not moving. till
How
that thing's
far is
gone.
the tavern?
You can't find
I mean,
a
the
tavern
tavern-
between here and there?
Well, I didn't know how far we ran away from the place.
I mean, it's
that
only
we-
a few. It's only about a 10-minute walk at max.
Give you
And
a
do you
shirt
remember
out of
you
my
guys do
pack,
have
but
your
be like
you
putting
do
a
have
dachshund
your
into a shirt.
your cart as well, so it would be very easy to find a place to reclothe yourself.
I mean, I can
James,
just
I
go
don't
back.
think anybody's going to care where he
Please
puts
go.
his pants on.
No. At this point, what else is it hurting?
Yeah.
My
afraid to
eyes,
sit
my
up.
eyes.
Just
trying to
pull
live my
my
life like I
cloak
got
off
no
and give it
ween
to him.
over
Just
here.
like tie this around your waist or something, dude.
Okay. As you all head back to the tavern, after you have removed you have burned the book. You get a chance to sit down, take a deep breath, and Enzifer looks at you and says, "Thank you for everything."
Talking to me.
No problem, bro.
You suck.
Truly,
Can't take you.
I
in.
know things have been hard. It's been difficult. But you truly saved our family.
I thought that we had to get the Flowstone to save your family.
I believe we'll be able to deal with that portion.
Oh, okay.
However, the fact that the others were not able to do whatever they were planning to do with those, and the additional Flowstone that was lost, maybe it'll give some sort of understanding to those of the Sovereign to stop all this chaos.
Like, did you figure out who on your team was like helping them steal your stuff?
We're still looking into it. But we have a few potentials. We believe that it's probably within the family that's trying to wed my sister. Well, our sister.
Then why did you hire people from that house to begin with? Look, there's a whole lot of questions. Just don't worry about it. I ask weird questions. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Trying to piece it all together and bringing this information back to the city, bringing it back to the family. Maybe we could square things away. But you have all shown me a different side of myself that I have lost. So thank you for that.
As Enzifer and Esfer have their little moment, I go up on stage at the tavern and I pull out my violin and I start playing. I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't. Just like the most edgiest songs I can think of for Enzifer while they're having their discussion.
Good Lord. Mm-mm.
Enzifer, do you want to say anything to your brother before he leaves?
Not where you can hear it.
I'm on the stage
bye.
playing songs
On the stage.
to humiliate him.
I am actively trying not to participate in life right now. Just like I got this going on and the goodbyes. It's like I talked to this guy like twice. Goodbye. Like I don't.
Okay, bye. Nice to see you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Get the family out of this shit and don't let her marry them.
Will do my best. Don't believe we're completely out of the hole. This should help. And what we know is the flowstones that were being provided were not safely cut. They weren't protected.
I don't actually need to know this. Just take care of it. I didn't sacrifice everything for everything to fall apart.
You can see his face just drawn in of just sadness and distraught and a sense of guilt.
I've become so numb.
What about?
Seems you've made quite a name for yourself.
No, I've just been surviving. But these people took me in.
I have some connections that I'm going to reach out to. See if maybe we still have some that want to remember the way Galastria has been treating us. Though I don't know how well it'll go. You see the Shoshani again. Hopefully we'll be free.
Make it so.
He stands up, nods, gives you a big hug, and heads out.
As he walks out, I play, "Wake me up in sec. Wake up.
Wake me up.
I was coughing. Hit the road.
I've
Didn't you
become-
come back no more?
Slams the door behind him
Fuck you too, buddy."
and walks
All
in.
right. I need food and drink.
We could not sneak anywhere with that flashlight.
As
Okay.
you all are brought
And a nap.
food and drink, you can see that this small tavern doesn't seem to actually support any sort of rest. It's just a tavern. There's no rooms.
Okay. Well, that means we got to find
Well-
somewhere else to sleep.
Food and drink. We still got the war wagon. I can crash out in there. I need a nap.
Man, I just don't know if it's a good idea to sleep in the war wagon in the open streets when we've just like attacked a group of assassins
You're
and blown
awake.
up their facility.
Decimus can drive for a while. I think.
Are we
We
leaving?
can just go park it on the newly vacated warehouse
I think
spot
that
that's
I
probably
think
going
that I
up for
have
sale
a
soon.
few more things. No, I have things to do in Pendrugan. Maybe. James, I have things to do in Pendrugan?
You
Where
do.
am I going?
Okay.
So you want us to go backwards?
Yeah,
Okay, fine. Let's go backwards.
I left the cloak there to be tailored. I need to pick it up.
Yeah.
Multiple
I don't think I
things.
had anything.
In all honesty, Pendrugan is kind of where you started, and you left in order to help. Pendrugan was where you were going to return.
Yeah.
Pendrugan is also the place, of course, where your companions are at. The textile firm.
Oh,
Yeah, the rich people.
yeah. I bet they don't smell bad when they burn. Did you guys see the look on James's face? He's like, what the hell is he talking about? Damn it.
It's going on a t-shirt.
So you're brought a large portion of food, some drink. Total, this will be is 3 silver in the evening or afternoon, rather.
We have
You always seem to have people kind of giving you glances and glares from other tables, but nobody seems brave enough or prepared enough to come actually confront you directly. But you have been getting glares and glances.
That's because
all night.
there's the large naked man here.
Anybody who glares at us like that, I use prestidigitation to make their food taste like rotten meat.
Roll me a sleight of hand check. because prestidigitation is a semantic, right?
17.
Mhm.
Moving your hands underneath the table, you're able to sour a few of the patrons' food. Almost starting a rebellious anger that's growing throughout the tavern. Everybody's complaining to the waiting staff, the manager, the owner's coming out, apologizing, tasting the food himself, confused. I just tasted this. How would it be sour? Fine. He grabs the plate and takes it in the back. Comes back shortly afterwards. I just tried this. I know it's right. Places it down in front of him.
Just immediately.
Once again,
Just immediately.
Yeah, at least
the
he's
older
not picking
gentleman
people's
cuts
pockets
into
this
this
time.
into the meat and takes a bite. And, ugh! What is this? This is horrible.
Gonna drop it.
Manager walks over, cuts it. Seems fine to me. I don't see where you're having this problem. Sir, I understand you might be stressed out. Food is on us.
Oh shit, we
He
should do
walks
that.
back.
I should have done that with us.
Leave my wine alone.
Covers the glass.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do in the tavern? Or anything
Nah.
you'd like to talk about?
Nope.
Enzifer sucks. Enzifer. He's a coward.
Don't really know what
Yeah, so
happened,
well.
but
Oh, he immediately surrendered and was just gonna like let him kill him and like do whatever and get all the flowstone that they wanted and just like pretty much immediately. We really need to like do something to make him not suck so much.
Yeah, you could overturn the entire
But
society that the authors live by. No, it's actually very common.
well, let's just do that.
No, I'm not going back.
I mean, if we burn enough of their stuff, they'll probably like start listening.
Don't you have a cloak you need to gather? Never mind the others. They have to figure out their own way.
Well, I can't take my cloak back or Decimus's giant hammer will fall out again, and that's hardly appropriate in the tavern.
I meant go back to Pendrugan to get that thing you were
Yeah,
having
well,
made.
that's a wagon ride. We all need to go together. Like, that's some traveling.
Let's go get in the wagon and
I
leave.
assume all my
Oh,
stuff
okay.
is back in the wagon.
You're the one that's still eating. I don't eat in taverns. I eat dried fruits and water.
Yes, because you're more paranoid than I am, which is saying something, by the way.
As for in the last like 3 weeks, I've seen like 4 demons, a book made of human skin, and like a demon spider thing
And the
Like-
only one fucking with people's food is you.
that we know of. How do you know that they're not putting stuff in your food to control your mind?
No.
This is where we're going tonight. All right.
I'm just saying, like, you got to be careful, man. That stuff is messed up. Like, these people have just been allowing these cultist things to operate here completely untouched for God knows how long.
Sign of the rot in Darkenhaven.
How?
You haven't heard the rumors?
No, but it doesn't matter. We all have control exerted over us. It's a matter of whether you let it affect you or not.
And there you go. So can we just go now, please?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Decimus, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to move on.
Zatarn, just come on.
Okay.
Voice.
Let's go. Who's driving?
Person who's awake.
All right, Decimus, you drive because You were, for some reason, absent for the exploding.
I was sleeping. It was a good
Jeez.
nap.
Yeah. My
Okay,
turn.
well, it
I'm
actually
going
worked
up.
out well because you can drive while we sleep.
What time is it? Like, how late is it? Is the sun down?
It does not
it's,
matter.
it's a few hours before sundown.
Okay.
I've been exploded, fireballed, like.
I need a
stabbed.
nap.
Yeah, I'm
A
going to
long
sleep.
one.
I mean, I assume the horses have been sleeping too, so they've been.
I mean,
Chilling.
they've been resting. I don't know if they've been sleeping, but they've been resting.
Yeah, they've been chilling. They can ride through the night.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I mean, it's less than a day's
Yeah, I think it's only a few
Yeah,
hours.
journey. It's only a few. It's about a 3-hour track.
Yes, they can ride in the dark. We got lanterns, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
Maybe we should get a couple lanterns first.
I mean, there's
They have
probably lanterns on the
torches.
wagon, but we can pick some up if there's not.
I don't think we ever put any lanterns on the war wagon.
Well, yeah,
No,
but we-
You all,
torches.
so you have rode in the night before. So since you've ridden in the night before, I would assume that you would have a lantern
Yeah,
Oh,
they probably
shit.
had They probably had lanterns on them when we found
like
it.
built into wagons. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, do we have enough oil? Well, how often do we
Can
use the
check.
lanterns?
I don't track ammunition.
yeah, yeah. Are we tracking the oil?
We're supposed to.
Apparently we are now.
Decimus,
Yeah,
you know what?
we don't track that around here.
You know what, Decimus? You can be in charge of getting the provisions ready.
We're gonna nap in the unlit wagon until you get back.
Yeah, it's fine.
You do know that this is only a few-hour trek, and you will most likely arrive shortly after sunfall. So
Okay, we'll just head on then. Yeah.
Do we have oats for the horses? Do
What's
they need to
that?
be do the horses need oats? Do they need to be reshod?
They don't need they don't need road snacks.
Well, don't you start now.
Horses don't eat on the move, all right?
Do they need to be?
I
Do
will
they need to be
pull this thing
dewormed?
over so fast.
here we go.
Do they need to be
Dewormed.
reshoed?
I probably need to be
reshod.
dewormed at this point.
All right, let's
Did
just
you
go.
just say you
Is-
needed to be reshoot the sitar?
He said he needed to be
No, I
dewormed.
said probably dewormed. Wouldn't hurt.
On your, on
Anyway.
your travels back to Pendrugan,
In the interest of time.
very
Go
slow
for a pedicure
but
right about now.
Yeah,
That's
just a nice-
reshoeing.
relaxing trip back to Pendrugan. You
It's,
arrive shortly
fluid.
shortly after the sun had fallen. The sky continues to start to go dark. The stars start to come out, and you can see where the moons are showing themselves on the other side of the Wormrest Mountains. A guard holding a lantern as you go through the gate kind of gives you a nod. As you head into the town, you can see that most of the city has started to quiet down for the evening. There's a few shops finally that are closing up towards the end. But other than a few of other than taverns and homes that have lights within, it's really all you can see. As the group that you have seen before is going around now lighting the lanterns throughout the town to make it light up.
You can bug them for their oil there, bud. Yes.
You want
It's
to buy
so
some? You want to buy some oil, Decimus?
Black market oil.
Do we want to stay at that same hotel or do we want to go to a different hotel?
I don't think we ever want to revisit anywhere we've been in the past. I don't think it's a good
Yeah,
move
we
for us.
should probably find someplace else.
Wasn't the last place we stayed? I was a waiter. No, we're not going there.
Yeah,
But wouldn't it be really? Wouldn't it be really cool
off
to
the
see their
clock.
faces when we came back in?
No.
I mean,
no.
yes, except for the fact that didn't you leave under false pretenses of trying to get some other dude's order?
Yeah, but he doesn't know
I
it
think
was
that
me.
was you.
Yeah.
All right, let's just get this cape.
Oh, I
You're
don't.
gonna
Actually
have to have that laundered now. Del.
I don't actually have a cape here.
What?
Mostly just wanted to return.
Yeah, we just have stuff to do here. Didn't you guys want to hook up with the rebellion or whatever?
Trying to find a place
I
to
mean,
buy a
if-
wine glass.
If they're hot, I guess.
If they're
You just asked if I wanted to hook up with the rebellion.
I tried, James.
you derailed.
Yeah. The derailing is
And
real
it
tonight,
has
fellas.
careened off the tracks.
I don't even know if we have tracks anymore at this point.
If they're hot.
I would just
Okay.
like to say the initial kick that led us off the path was definitely the DF.
Yeah, this talk of smelly, burning poor people.
This is not a scent that you can get at Fabled Plains.
No. Maybe we should see if she'll do a scent for us called burning poor people.
I don't think so.
It smells like pork rinds on fire.
Well, let's go find an inn. How about that?
But not the
Sounds like a
same
good
end. If our
plan.
only option's the same end, we're gonna do an out.
Or we can find the textile people and see if they will let us, like, crash at somewhere that they have.
It's up to you.
For the
You
night.
tell me where you're heading.
I don't know, guys. What do you want to do?
Let's go find the little people.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll
looking
drive
at
to
the
their
rebellion
store.
Sounds pretty good.
found one.
Well, yeah,
No.
but we can't
Simmer
just
down.
do that tonight. We gotta like lay the groundwork for that.
All right. So you're
Choice
heading
of
to the business district. You're
Yeah.
hunting down textile the crew that you've worked with before
Mm-hmm.
within the textiles, and you're so very easily you've been there before. You find that the place is pretty much closed up for the evening. They now have boards over the windows, but the door is fully set properly again. A small sign is starting to be carved on the side of it. It says textiles only at the moment. They have yet to fill the rest in.
It says it on the sign.
It does. It
You
says textiles.
started and stopped your sign.
Yes, we did. Still working.
Ran out of
Still working in
daylight.
progress. They're still working on it.
I make medicine for that.
Yeah, I'll walk up. Hello, anybody home?
You listen for a minute, and you start hearing shuffling, and the door opens, and you can see this is one of the other workers that's been there quite a few times. Oh, hello.
Hello.
We've closed.
We need a place to stay for the night.
And you can hear kind of whispering and mumbling in the background. He says, "Yeah, got it. Sure, come on in."
Okay. Thank you. Come on, guys. They said it's cool.
We're just parking the wagon out here.
Is he lying or do we know these people?
You know,
No,
Do
met
we
these
know
people.
Yeah, you know.
These are
Is
the
this the
people who's-
same individuals that we met last time, or am I just they know who they are and I'm just assuming that like he didn't just walk in and
These
go,
are-
"We're the police," and like
You've
we're
met
just gonna
these
have
people
to get.
twice.
You- Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
sleep here or?
Yeah, so you've met
It's the people
Holdren
we got the
before.
money
You've
for.
met.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's the
right.
so it's
I
the
just
people
didn't know
you've
if it
gotten
was
the money
also somebody else in their organization that just knew the group, and then I'm just the new guy, and he's like, "Yeah, we're totally fine." I'm like, "I don't."
You
No,
met
no,
them
so
on
you
the
would've
road
heard-
about the same time you met
So
us.
you would have heard Holdren's voice in the background, kind of like whispering back and
Okay.
forth. This specific a dwarf, Belrock, is the one that had greeted you, and he says, "Oh, so Holdren said we can just pin you up in the storage area. We've got a couple cots back there. It's nothing fancy.
Sounds kinky.
Give you a place to rest for the evening. Get off your feet."
He said he was gonna pin us up. back
I know
there.
y'all sell better pants than what he's wearing. Can we borrow and
He won't wear
buy-
pants. He won't wear pants.
No pants.
Get him a skirt then.
We need a bolt of cloth, about 5 yards. He can tie it around his waist. It'll.
Guys, he's got
Be
his
like a kilt.
backpack with him. He's got pants.
Then
He doesn't
why
wear
are you still
pants.
wearing
I
a
don't wear
cloak?
Or his loincloth. He's got it with him. It's fine.
Yeah,
That's
he's not
supposed to
wearing.
you
He's
want a
not
new
just.
loincloth?
Have you
He's not
ever
just
felt,
opening-
Support.
Have you ever felt the wind in your bits when you're just kind of
Look,
trotting
look.
along the road? No,
Decimus, yes or no?
it's a great
Do you
feeling.
want a new
In your
loincloth
bits.
or are you set?
No, I'm set.
Okay.
I have been at. I am uncomfortable. I don't. Now I'm like doing that whole awkward where I'm trying not to
Well,
look.
stop
like, I
bringing
don't-
attention to it and he'll stop talking about it.
Can't fix all of this.
He's wearing a
So-
loincloth right now.
Yeah, I
As
got
you
the
all are-
loincloth on.
As you all
Are
are
we
getting,
sure that the vellum smell earlier wasn't just?
Anyway,
as you all take time to
I will say I'm not a poor person, so
comfortably find a cot to sleep on and bedroll, you bed down for the evening in the textile firm, where you are able to get a good night's rest without being bothered.
Long rest. Woohoo!
Long rest.
Needed that.
yeah, me too.
Uh-huh.
yeah. I'm good now.
Needed every minute of that.
Yeah, we
Esper, I
did.
need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, lovely.
Oh no, you got flowstone sickness.
14.
Got nightmares.
You do see visions, the same visions that you read within the book, flashing dreams, this feeling of hopelessness and distraught, but you kind of push it out of your mind, hold strong, and you're still able to get a full night's rest, but it's restless. You wake up drenched in sweat, and it was a hard evening for you to rest.
Is this when fiction imitates life?
Yeah. But you all
But I got a
rise.
long rest.
You got a long rest, yes. Wasn't
Okay,
a great
I'm
long
good.
rest, but you made
Right
it
at the cusp.
yeah, just at the cusp of a long rest. Morning comes, you hear a knock at the actually Holdren greets you all and says, "Hey, you all up? Hello?"
We are now.
Oh, well, yeah.
Right. Sure.
What's up?
Making sure none of you are dead. Y'all came in
No,
beat as
far
hell.
from
We were
Oh.
close there. Thanks.
You gave us this place to sleep, and you want to know if we're dead first thing in the morning?
Y'all came in pretty beat up.
You
We
sure
got
that's
our
the
long
reason?
rest in.
Y'all
It
still
would
look
have been
pretty-
longer if you weren't yelling up here.
And why are you so aggressive today?
I don't know. I was basically just
He's
killed and
cranky
then
for
blown
being
up. And
mostly dead.
He's not happy for being smacked by a giant. blue
apparently, the
hand.
first level of dead is losing the happy.
Just everybody relax. It's okay. We used to be so chill. Now you guys are all like
Smacked
edgy.
by Bixby's.
I don't know. I
thing.
feel like I'm pretty chill.
Would you? I'm just gonna look around Decimus the whole
Hey,
time.
hey. Are we gonna go look for this rebellion or not?
Sure. Yeah, all right, we can go.
Okay. Everybody relax. Okay, you guys go look and look, let's split up and we'll all just like stand on a street corner and listen to see if we hear anything. Okay?
That'll
And then
work.
we'll meet back here in like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
For the record, I am not standing on a street corner.
Why?
That was
Or like
option
just-
A.
I don't dress and act like a prostitute, I guess, if that's what you're worried about. Just don't do that.
Wait a minute. This was
I can
option
do
A.
that.
No, you also don't do that. Nobody dress or act like a prostitute while you're on the street corner.
I'll get us kicked out of the city,
Just
so I'm just
everybody
gonna stand
just
there.
blend and listen.
Are there any like poor people taverns around?
You know what? You guys stay here. I'll be back. And I'll go out to gather information.
Like a more
Yeah, so you just
rundown part
leave?
of town.
Yeah, I just leave, and I'm gonna go like stand on street corners and like listen to see if I can hear anything that's going on. Kind of hiding, like trying to blend in plain sight, and just listen for stuff that shouldn't be said out loud.
Well, I'm gonna
Okay.
go to a tavern where poverty is. That'd be where you find rebellion, not the rich people.
Yes, the Broken Cup is something you've heard of before. It seems to be in a lower district.
Yeah, I mean, I look pretty beat up. I don't look rich.
Okay. So you head off to the
Yeah.
the poor district.
I'll head off to the leaky nip.
Leaky Nip. All right.
I'm just saying, like merchants usually are where your revolutionaries are, because they usually are trying to like protect their money. That's how the United States Revolution happened, the Texas Revolution. Like a lot of revolutions are like merchants who are like, please stop taxing me.
Well, things keep going the way they're going, and we're gonna reach the housing rebellion or
Oh
something.
God, not on the stream with the D&D.
See, you've got Matt singing again.
Let's not do the politics here.
Yes, no, let's not.
Please
Unless
don't
it's in-game
cancel us,
politics, it's
Daddy
one thing.
Bezos.
Yeah. In-game politics is one
Deep.
thing. Off-game politics, not so much. All right. So you
Yes,
head
the
off.
Broken Cup.
Broken Cup. Dell, you seem to just kind of drift through the crowds.
Yep.
Around the streets, trying to understand, hear anything. Can you give me a perception check, please?
Yep. Nope.
Oh,
7.
oh, dang.
Normal talk, and mostly, people are talking about their day and day and just moving along, doing their own thing. However, about 30 or so minutes in, you almost step on something as a letter kind of is like you don't seem to notice it at first, and then you step down and you slip on what looks like a small letter.
Shit. Ugh. What the hell is this?
And of course, it has a symbol that you're most familiar with.
Oh. Okay. I'll open
It's
it.
a pamphlet for the rebellion.
No.
No, this is Jinx stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You weren't there that time I got God to give me a hiding space because I told a funny joke.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear my funny joke, Austin?
No.
I mean, if it got a god to give us a hiding space, it's got to be a
Right.
good one, right?
Did you hear about the dwarf psychic who escaped from the mental institution?
Oh God, is this a small?
It's a we have a small,
Large.
medium, at large.
Yes. I hate it so much. Nope.
But it's so good. It's so
It is.
bad, but
It's
it's
good.
so good.
It's wholesome.
It's wholesome.
Yes.
That's back when we were being wholesome until James started talking about amaranth.
Right.
Amaranth and
I was there for that.
burning poor people or something.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We don't need that kind of smells around here.
We need to.
Anyway, what did the letter
You
say? James?
understand? You all understand why we need a small
James.
hiatus to. Fix this
You are the one who said all of those things.
up. Yes,
With no
thank you
prompting.
Thank you for reminding me. It's not like I.
Okay. What does the letter say, James?
He's like, I'm aware I made a mistake.
Exactly. It was like where I made that mistake. I apologize for that.
James,
Many,
when
many
you
times.
have when you have names in the future for things, run them by me and Austin because we're the ones that like know the dumb stuff associated with those. And like Eric can control his laughter. Austin and I just look at each other and laugh.
I
So
tried
If
to.
something's
It's like
funny
a
and I know it's not a
sleepover.
laughable moment, I have to look away from the entirety of the screen. Like, don't make eye contact.
so what does this letter say, James?
So it says, where the 3 coins pass the compass, you will find the last laugh.
Why are they always writing riddles? I don't get riddles. I don't like them. It's 3 coins. Pass the compass. What does that mean? I'll think about it while they're doing their thing.
All right.
It's past a compass. That's I don't know. I'm not a jinx. I can't help you with that one.
Go to somebody else, James. I'm thinking.
Okay. As well, the rest of you have stayed back at the textile firm. Decimus, you walk into the Broken Cup. You can see that this place is just run down. A strange looking man, probably in his late ages, has this bump on his back. He kind of is completely grizzled out beard. And he says, "Hey, welcome.
No, thank you.
What do you need?"
We're
I'm
in
just
an
coming
ad,
to
James.
Waste time, drink some booze.
Booze?
Yeah,
2 copper.
I got 2 copper.
I got
I'll
booze.
just
Grabs the cup, slams it down.
I'll
Pours
place
booze
2
in it.
copper on the table and slide it to
Hey
him.
guys, real quick, don't do anything super plot relevant for about 10 seconds.
We're in an ad. Sorry. I don't want our folks to miss it.
We're about to go on break here soon. It's almost 10:30.
2,
So-
1. We're back.
What can I help you with?
Yeah, just kind of here in town for a little while. Just getting the feel of things.
Sounds fun. You're boring.
Have you heard any rumors floating around town?
No rumors.
No talk, nothing.
Well, talk comes at a price.
I'll just slide over a silver.
Kind of slides it off. I heard rumors. What kind of rumors?
Anything. Any sort of underground stuff that's been kind of going on.
You see he narrows his eyes at you.
Maybe some private groups talking amongst themselves, trying to start something big.
Leans in close. Why are you asking?
Well, got a note from someone a while back outside of town, and I heard that there may be some sort of group of different-minded people trying to start something, trying to get in the right direction.
Nope, nothing. Haven't heard it.
Any underground clubs of any sort?
Things that aren't supposed to happen?
Yeah.
No.
I'll slide another 3 silver over.
Kind of shift the eyes to like the right of the tavern, and you can see just a random door just on the wall.
I'm just gonna chug my drink and just kind of walk over that direction.
Takes the coin, turns around slowly, looks away.
Slowly I turn.
We'll see what this is all about, I guess.
Guy's job description says don't act conspicuous.
You, of course, open up the door, and it's a set of stairs that just go down.
Yep. I'll just quietly make my way down the stairs.
Of course. How far are you going? I mean, stairs look like they go at least probably 60 feet, just in a downward angle.
Can I see all the way to the bottom?
You see a small hallway kind of that goes farther out, but once until you get to the bottom of the stairs, you wouldn't be able to tell where it goes to.
Okay. About halfway, I'll stop and just try and listen to see if I hear anything.
Roll me
Maybe
a
people
perception check.
talking or
Roll me a
something.
perception check.
I can do this. That's a
Nope.
5.
No, you can't.
Of all the nights for the dice to just not be there.
Oh yeah, no, the
I
dice
know.
are not being friendly with you guys at all tonight.
Except for Matt.
Nope. He's rolled twice, and I
Yeah,
mean
he's rolled
their
some bad
combined
ones,
amount
too.
was like 11
Yep.
for once.
I have rolled
Take the
a bunch of
moment
high ones,
to
too.
listen, and the only thing you can hear seems to be kind of like sloshing water, but it seems to be from outside rather than inside.
It's kind of odd. I'll just keep going. Get to the bottom of the stairs and just kind of look around, see if I see
Get to
anything.
the bottom of the stairs, you can see that almost like a wooden narrow way, a hallway kind of goes all the way down, and then opens up. Outside, you can see what looks like at the end of the hallway, you can pretty much just see straight out, and you can see a tunnel on the other side of it, but everything else is open.
I don't have the coin, do I?
I gave it to somebody else. I thought I gave it to Zatard.
I think he did too.
Yeah,
Because he was going
tried
to try to
show
do
it
something. He was going to show
tried
it
to
to
show
the.
the staff at the tavern.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
nobody
what's
knew
happening?
anything.
The rest of you, what are Esper and
No.
Zatarn doing? We'll find that out right after our break.
Yeah, break
So
time.
we'll see you guys back
Break
in
time.
just a few minutes, where we will continue our wonderful story.
Brr-brr-brr.
Seeing maps and line of sight with the characters moving is a game changer, literally.
The mind-blowing tech that's built into it, not having to use proprietary things, is great because you can have a 3D printer, you can make your own stuff, you can bring your own things to it, and you can still use it with all the stuff you have at home already, but making it better.
I literally tried something like this with just like a TV flat with my computer plugged in. That was just like such a hassle hiding the map. You just look at this, it's there. It's very awesome.
Counting us down yet?
There we go.
All right.
I guess
You didn't
not.
count us down again, son
You
of a
didn't count
bitch.
it. Yeah.
5, 4. Oh, we're all.
3, 2.
Oh, look, it's a
Hey.
commercial for lightning.
There we
Oh,
go. All
We're
right.
on,
We're back.
God,
Oh,
are
we
we
are.
on a commercial? Let me check.
No, we're good.
No.
We're good.
No, we're
No,
good.
we're good. Everything's fine.
All right. Welcome back. If you're tuning in right at this moment, Decimus has found a secret entrance to what seems to be the location of an organization of rebellion that's hiding deep within Pendrugan. Delaire has found a note stating that he needs to locate a location, and we're going back, of course, to the textile firm where Essifer and Zatarn are sitting quietly. So,
Still
You
waking up.
as you're waking up, you can hear the rustling and bustling of
Having a
things
little
moving
breakfast.
throughout the textile firm.
One dude came in yelling, so once everybody left, I'm sure we were both like, just like laid back over for a minute.
Yeah, rolled back over for a minute. Finally realized that half of your party has left, and yeah, what are you guys doing?
Did they tell you where they were going?
No,
We almost died. I'm
I
fragile.
know.
Why did they leave? Like, what is?
I don't even know what's going on right now. And I got rest, but not good
Is
rest.
Mrs. Pack still here? Did you take your backpack, or did you like leave it here and just go do your thing?
I took my stuff.
He took his stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna
didn't
walk
leave
over and go, he
everything
left his
and
pants. Like,
Run naked this time. I took all my things.
okay, fair.
Well, let's go see if the wagon's still here.
I don't think they left the wagon, right? I had to like growl our way into the city. They're not walking out with that thing. All right.
You walk outside the textile firm, and you can see the wagon.
I mean, yeah, we
go.
We have to have some frame of reference here. Unfortunately, we both had to just recover from being slapped by Bigsby's hand into the other world for a minute. So, like, now that I'm coming to, we need to make sure our wagon's intact.
Yeah, no, the wagon seems
Checking the
intact.
horses, checking the wagon.
The horses are good. You can actually see Holdren and a couple of the other helpers have, fed the horses, made sure that the wagon is stable and structured.
We didn't even pay for this place.
Did you see where the other two people with us went, where Dell and Decimus went by any chance?
This big, no pants. Probably the other one
Where's the skirt?
rambling and mumbling the other direction.
The big one, that way. I don't know where the other one went. Hey,
That checks out.
That way. That way. Are there taverns that way?
Where would the cheapest alcohol be that direction?
Exactly.
Broken Cup. Best place for
that
cheap alcohol and a good fight.
Yeah, that sounds like Decimus'
Thanks.
kind of place. Okay.
Gonna double check
if
the
Dell
cloaks up,
comes
don't need to
back,
show off
will
the
you let
horns.
him know we headed in that direction, please?
All right.
Well,
Yeah, we're just gonna head over there. We don't have right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure the hood's pulled up, blocking the horns. But at this
Trying
point,
to
with you
find
walking
Dell
around,
in this city, forget it. He'll find us.
yeah, nope. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna go at least towards the Broken Cup, that
So as
direction.
you're heading
We have
towards the
literally
Broken
nothing else to
Cup,
do.
Dell, where are you heading?
I guess I guess I'll head. I guess that I will head to. I guess I'll start looking in the banking district for signs of the hoax, or as they call themselves, the last joke, the order of the last joke. I'll start looking for markings or thieves can't, agents can't, in that area that indicate that they're around.
All right. So as you head into the banking district, you start to look for the signs, and of course you see on the bank 3 sets of coins.
Yeah.
And then you glance to the left, and you can see the gate house where the archway is, with the compass on it, which the compass, of course, is symbolizing Kaikion, the god of roads and travel.
Mm-hmm.
You start piecing things together.
Yeah.
Heading that direction.
Yeah. And I will start looking around. It's specifically, I'm looking for the thing that matches my staff that they gave me.
Give me a perception check. Easily enough. You don't actually see anything that the staff has given you, but you do see a figure that is sitting literally to the side of the bank, covered in reds and brown like almost like a trench coat, like, and elven in features, younger female. You there?
Yes. You sent for me?
We have.
How
Come
can I
with
help?
me.
Yep.
Come with me. And
Absolutely.
they kind of venture off behind the bank.
Mhm.
And there you see two other figures standing there. These two both covered, full mast, jester's
Sure.
hats. You recognize immediately. This is the three you have spoken to before.
Sure.
Back in the tower.
Hello. We've got a lot going on. We found a book made out of human skin that talked
Do you
about.
have it?
No, they wanted to burn it, so we burned it.
They.
Specifically said we could have brought it to you guys, but they were like, "Nah, it doesn't exist. It's
wasn't-
too dangerous."
I didn't say yes to burning it.
You guys aren't there, and these are my bosses.
Just saying.
So, book made of vellum and creatures of.
Yeah, it was a way to ascend to godhood, and Ezifer kept one of the pages that had the locations of some things that supposedly can kill gods.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
throwing me under the bus.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you were.
You go
Yep.
straight under that bus.
Yep, this is literally the service of the god that I dedicated my life to.
We don't
Like-
answer to his bosses the same way he does.
Yeah, Ezifer is like Ezifer's high on
actually-
Dell's list, but God is higher.
She's got a
Spell
whole
dancers
picture.
So,
are one of the cast of Jinx.
Oh, yeah,
but should we-
I'm just saying. I told you I wanted to give this info. We can discuss later. It's not throwing you under the bus to let them know, the good guys know that we have some information.
right.
Totally threw me under the bus.
Did you find out any more of their plan?
It seems like they're going to try to make Valsyrian a god. Would be my guess. They wanted to kill Malkathun.
Malathuk.
Malacorn.
You're gonna hurt yourself
Malzahar.
like that.
The Liarcorn. The Liarcorn. Is that who it's
Malakuth. Malakuth.
Not the
Look, I don't learn about other gods,
Milk chocolate. Whoever he was.
but it
Trying
sounds
to-
serious.
Yes, and thankfully you've made your ways this direction fast enough that we can hopefully block whatever is planned.
Yep. All of the locations that we saw in the book previously from the Softling were also in this book.
So it's all tied together.
Oh yeah, and also we blew up a warehouse full of
I
No,
Flowstone.
you
heard.
didn't.
Yeah,
I figured that
blew it
was
up.
you, but
it was
I didn't
pretty
want
much
to say
Essifer.
anything.
Yeah,
I did not.
it was Essifer and her brother were primarily responsible.
Yeah, that bus is starting to feel good.
That was the back axle. You already got hit with the front one.
Would we have been there if not for you and your brother, Essifer? And also, you don't know any of this.
True.
Don't buses have like 3 axles? There's another one coming.
Yeah.
No, just two.
Um.
They have reverse though.
Uh-huh.
So are you heading to Dragon's Cross? Or you
Yes.
really need to send more?
It's not a bad idea. There's also the party wants to check out the rebellion that's here. Desmus went out looking for
Trouble.
information on that. Probably not
We
gonna find
have-
anything. He probably just walked up to a bartender and asked if the revolution was there.
Vive la revolution.
There was, not saying we haven't been doing it, but our people have been trailing the large one.
Yeah.
It's not quiet in any way, shape, or
No.
form, and easy to track.
I really think we need to have both people on both sides of this rebellion, though. Because I mean, if the rebellion like works out, that's great. Like, but if the rebellion fails, we also need to have some contacts in the side that wins. I mean,
isn't that always our job?
yeah.
Hedging
just
bets
making
in
sure-
war. Love it.
And you're acting as if this is something we don't already
Well,
do.
you raised your eyebrows at me when I said that, so I don't know. I mean, would you rather me not say the things that make sense? I could just,
You're
strawberry, rafflegator, helicopter. I mean, I can say
Rafflegator?
random things too, but I feel like we're just making sure that everybody has each other's back and that we're on the same page. Because this is, I mean, we're dealing with some forces that are like apocalyptic level.
Seems we're dealing with multiple issues.
Yeah.
Seems there's things going on in Darkenhaven. There's things
Uh.
going on this side of the world, and Vala is in shambles right now.
Yeah. They wouldn't let us in Darkenhaven, so I don't know what's going on there. That's a little disconcerting that they wouldn't let us in.
Darkenhaven is pinned up due to this so-called rebellion. It's whispers throughout Cyrenthia.
On editor hell.
Maybe we'll send somebody in to infiltrate,
Mhm.
find out the plots
Yeah.
that are involved. I'll reach out to my contacts, the ones that's following Decimus, and see if there's a possibility of that he found the location for the rebellion. Though people here are not as cautious as I'd expect.
Also, look what I can do now. And I'll start shooting sparks and stuff. Do, 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 do. I learned to do
Aldrada,
magic.
the one in the purple mask, looks at you and just waves her hand, and instantly it just
Counterspell.
Yes.
I don't know counterspell.
Wasting counterspells on prestidigitation.
But yeah, so how do you want us to proceed from here? Or is that something we should talk about a little bit more in depth later?
At the moment, our main concern is Dragon's Cross.
Okay, we can head that direction.
Looking forward to giving you some additional information. The leader, the high priest who's pushing all of this, is a Duna Hadreen known as Dravi Dezu Vaz Lorenz.
Drizduard. No, am I saying that wrong?
Vaz Lorenz is
Vaz Rizit.
Vaz Lorenz.
Vaz Lauren.
Face
word.
Lauren.
Duh.
Dwarden.
Visorin?
Viserium. Notorious. I got it.
Hunt them down, remove him from power, and hopefully that will squash a percentage of our issues.
Driz Lauren.
As for this rebellion, we're playing both sides, so really it's no concern to us.
Okay.
And at about that time, he says that, you see a man kind of jart out of the side, like near where you're at, panting heavily. The guy who had me trailing, he's gone.
Oh. Which guy?
You mentioned. He raises his hand. He says, "Calm yourself. What happened? The guy, the one that you told me to trail. I told you I was going to go watch. He went into the building, you know, the inn that's got all the problems. He went in, so I trailed him. I wasn't alone. Last thing I know, I was out, and he was gone.
Ah, shit. Where's that? I gotta go check on this.
Lower district, down by. Everything's run down there. Most of the time, it's just us keeping an eye out for things, but this man's something's different. He stumbled into the inn or the den of the rebellion, and there were others. Lots more.
Ooh. All right. I'm on my way.
If only I had the coin.
And I take off.
All right. Running as fast as you can. Essifer and Zatarn, you reach the broken cup. You can see there a ransacked, or run-down, broken building.
Well, this looks like the kind of dive he did favor. Let's stick close.
Yeah.
I don't like how you're referring to him in the past tense.
This is definitely the kind of place where he would come to drink.
There we go.
I can see the bar from the outside through the cracks in the walls. So
you can see there's about a few figures in there just by seeing through the cracks in the wall. And you can see that these cracks in the walls go like from the doorway all the way to the end. Just there's small gaps of.
Love the open air feel of the buildings here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
there's
it
no
probably
sense
cuts down on the smell.
Feels like the pour here.
I knew it. As soon as she said that, I was like, oh, which one's it going to be?
Who's going to say it?
Oh, God.
So as the two of you walk in, you immediately are given glares. A dozen people or so just eyeing
look
as
too
you walk
rich.
in.
Travolta meme.
Yeah, just
Maybe if all you wore was a kilt and a hammer, then you wouldn't get so many looks.
well, when you walked in, there was
he
less
might
than
not, but I probably would.
yeah, when you
Right.
walked in, Decimus, there was maybe 3 people in there. Now they seem to have almost quadrupled in people.
Gotcha.
Well, we'd head to the bartender.
Yeah. What do you want?
You seen
I
a
can-
otherworldly huge blue guy?
No.
Are you sure?
He
He'd have
usually
paid
has
for
kind of
alcohol.
impression. He likes to drink a lot.
We have a lot of people who like to drink here.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you going to buy a drink?
So, sure.
I think you should
I'm gonna kind of rummage in my pockets.
2 copper.
I'm going to put a gold on the counter. Are you sure you didn't see anybody gigantic and colored blue at least walk by? I mean, you have like 9 windows.
I saw nobody who was gigantic and a color blue go in the door to the right.
That sucks.
Ah,
Dude
And he
could
grabs the
guard
gold-
the
and he
inside of a
grabs the
daycare. Yeah. All right. I appreciate it.
well, I think we should.
I'm
check
going to
it.
turn and look directly at us. Was that not weird? Is that? It's not normally that easy, right? I didn't get better at this.
You know, I don't know, but how many
I don't
big
like
blue
this.
guys can there be? Yeah, it seems a little too obvious and a little too easy and maybe like trap, but we gotta at least
All right.
look for him, I guess.
kick off the stool. Head towards the back door.
Head towards the door. You open the door. You can
Yeah.
see a set of stairs that go, of course, 80 feet down.
And just stairs, nothing
Nope.
like
Descent.
clues left behind. All right. Well, let's go down the
Close the door behind you.
stairs. Keep an eye on the back.
Close the door behind you. If they lock it or something, I'm not really worried about the fact that we can't get through it, but at least we'll know,
It looks like it'll burn easy.
right?
All right.
Okay.
We're going down
Gonna
the
creep our way
stairs.
down the stairs, I guess.
Okay. We get about halfway down. You can see, of course, now where the stairs stop and the hallway immediately goes up.
Okay.
I don't.
You start to
Are
hear
there
that.
any doors off this hallway? Or is it just a long hallway?
Just a long hallway.
Well, what do you think, Zach?
Lived in a tree before this. Hallways are not really what I do. But he said Decimus went this way, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Wasn't 3 doors or anything. All right. Okay. Just
do you wanna-
needlessly nervous, like
All
going
right.
down
Do
the
you
hallway.
want me to go first, or do you want to go first? Because
No, I
you're
don't want
pretty
you to
good
go
with that
first.
bow.
I am, but I can also, headbutt somebody.
All right.
We'll see.
Let's keep going, and we're
Just
looking
gonna creep-
around as we're walking.
Yeah, paying
seeing
attention.
if there's
Definitely.
anything to see. Trying to investigate.
Hmm.
See if there's anything odd other than
Roll
the
me
long
roll
tunnel.
me either a perception or investigation check if you hit the bottom of the stairs.
Dang.
Hey.
Hey, a 20.
How rare is
So-
that?
It's because he's not
You-
hawking them all.
As you're heading down closer to at the bottom of the stairs, you can now see outward about 60 feet. You can see an open area. There's a tunnel on the other side of it, of course, and you can hear talking, chatter coming from somewhere. Low.
Okay, so
As-
it's a
as
big,
if-
like a big open room with a
Yes.
tunnel leading into it and a tunnel leading off the other side. And is there anything in this big open room at all?
Getting closer, you'd be able to see. You're about 60 feet away from that entrance
No, we're
to seeing out
still
into the big room. Still walking.
headed that way.
Okay. As you walk, you can now see about a group of about 40 people sitting in chairs, talking, and an individual standing up on a pedestal. And they're giving. It's hard to understand because almost as if where you're at, the echoing is going off. And as you get close to the entrance, finally, you do see what feels like you look down and you can see a ripped piece of cloth.
Investigate said piece of cloth.
And you immediately notice that is Decimus's part of Decimus's guild.
This is interesting. Not in a good way.
I don't know. He was opposed to coverage. He could have just.
Yeah, but he didn't like ripping things. He would have just discarded the whole thing. This is
Okay,
not
fair.
a good sign.
He's been naked one time.
I think it's been twice.
But
He's
Zat
been
would know that.
one flap of cloth away from naked every session. He's been one twist turn away, and I am at like meat level. So no, we're gonna we're the things I've seen. So there's just 40 people in this room talking and pretending like we know that
All of a
Ozzy the
sudden,
bear just went through here and
As
somebody stole
you-
them, and they're acting like it's nothing happened.
as if nothing happened. Zatar is
Okay.
Was this-
sitting
was-
sitting back a little farther from Ezephyr. You hear for a second as if
Running mad.
steps, and as you do, you go out cold.
James, we're on an ad for like 30 to 45 seconds.
Dang.
Dark in here, Watson.
30 seconds.
So, do I notice him going out cold?
You hear the thud as you watch Zatarn laying there on the ground.
What the hell?
And at that point, you go out cold.
Oh, lovely. All up to Dell now.
I've been here
Again.
recently.
We're back.
Still there?
Hello,
What?
darkness, my
Oh,
old
I'm running to
friend.
the inn.
Okay. As you run into the inn, you notice nobody is in
Is the bartender there?
there. The bartender is not there.
I'll look around for signs to see if there's any scuff marks, or any secret hidden doors or anything like that.
Good time.
Other than the door that looks like a closet, and the bar, and the door that goes into the kitchen.
I'll go in the closet.
You go in the closet. Open the closet door. Stairs go 80 feet down.
That's what I thought, motherfuckers. And I'll charge down the stairs.
Charge down the stairs. You get to the bottom. You notice two individuals carrying off Zatarn and Essifer over a cliff, like over a siding into this large room.
So for my last action of this little adventure, I click my heels together, activate my boots, and jump at their heads like a flying tiger kick. It's like, give me back my friends, you sons of bitches.
And as you do that, you fly at them as fast as you can, finding out who's taking Essifer and Zatarn, not seeing Decimus in sight. That is where we'll pick up for our next arc. Thank you all
Hooray!
for
Very
a
nice.
wonderful, wonderful season. We're going to continue to find out what's going on with this rebellion. And so just a heads up for everybody who's here. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for being a part of this community. Come join us on the Discord so that we can continue to hang out. Hopefully this will kind of give us the spark to some Discord roleplay, and that on top of it, we're also going to be trying to really build this next arc. So we're going to be taking off a 2-week hiatus from our game. So next week and the following week, we will not have games on Sunday. Now, keep an eye out for the social media. If people on here or people within our community that we work with want to run one-shots, that we'll notify that information on the social media. But no large production program will be running for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
Which works out well because I'm going to Nebraska to see my mother for Mother's Day.
well, look at that.
So
Yeah, I'm glad. Like I said, Mother's Day, take off for the holidays. The next week we'll take off, and then we're hoping to come back on the 22nd of May. So, if that is it, does anybody have anything like to say?
And if anybody is in the Bay Area in California, GUI Cube will be at KublaCon. That will be in Burlingame Memorial Day weekend. I'm trying to see if we can get Alfabio to show up instead of Elphinius, but I don't know yet.
Hard sell. Hard.
Andy and I are going to work on that.
Yeah. So like I said, keep an eye on the social media. We've got a lot of big things planned, but there's a lot of stuff in life going on. So instead of us throwing last minute technical difficulties and life-changing events, we're going to take this time to spend time with friends and family and to really develop this next setup and come back with something bigger and better. So we'll see you guys all in the next couple weeks.
But
But we will have tavern talks on Wednesdays. So
Yep.
that will still be a thing.
Yep.
Keep an eye out for plots. Plots in Darkenhaven.
Keep an
will
eye
be
out for the plots in Darkenhaven.
phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Sigismund is ready.
I'm so excited to see how plots goes.
Oh,
gonna be really cool.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Are we out?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
Well, thanks everyone for sticking
Play us
with
out,
us.
Eric.
Yep.
It's been
Play
great.
us out,
Good
Eric.
Goodbye.
I'm just